It has not so recently come to my attention that a large number of Jane Austen fans are extremely unimpressed with the 2005 version of Pride and Prejudice directed by Wright. I suppose that's because the 2005 version is exactly 2 hours and 9 minutes long and therefore does not have room for every tiny detail like the Colin Firth version. However, there are a ridiculous amount of reasons why the 2005 version deserves your respect, if not your adoration. Since it would take me approximately the remainder of my human lifetime to go into all the reasons why I am ardently in love with this movie, I will just focus on its beauty and aesthetic appeal. When I watch Pride and Prejudice, I feel like I'm in Leonardo da Vinci's studio because it's really just that beautiful. I mean, the entire film begins with the shot of this glorious sunrise rising above this grove of trees. One of my favorite shots, though, is the one right after the sunrise one. In that scene, Elizabeth Bennet, played by the immensely talented Keira Knightley, is walking around the rustic courtyard of Longbourn while dogs and geese are waving around her feet. Actually, speaking of geese, I think the geese in this film must have been trained or something because they always seem to be in the right place at the right time. Like in the scene where Mrs. Bennet is chasing after Lizzie when Lizzie has just refused Mr. Collins's proposal, this clump of geese just kind of appears around her and is flying around frantically, just as though it's embodying what she's feeling at the time. Then in the next scene, Lizzie is standing in front of this vast glassy lake, and the same white geese take off over the water. The effect of it was just glorious. Seriously, those geese deserve awards. The ultimate effect of all this beauty, though, is that this movie manages to capture the romance of Jane Austen's book better than any other movie has. My very favorite scene by far is Darcy's second proposal to Lizzie. The picture was so simple. Just two people standing together in a misty field at dawn while little wisps of fog were curling off the grass. But then, as Lizzie and Darcy draw near to each other, the rising sun aligns perfectly between their two faces, and there they are in this majestic silhouette. I think Wright has a special place in his heart for sunrises. But who doesn't? I certainly do. Sunrises and classic romance make a spiffing combination. I can honestly say that this is my favorite romance film that I've ever seen. I think it's the fact that I'm artistically wired that I feel this way because this film is a work of art. I watch it at least once a month. Or once a week. One thing I know for sure is that watching Pride and Prejudice makes me feel completely and perfectly and incandescently happy.